Guys, welcome back to another video. In this video I'm going to be doing an infill and repairing my damaged nail. That's a long story in itself, so let's get started. So here you'll see me pushing my cuticles back. Have got a bit of regrowth, so I don't know what was on that, but I'm just going to give it a clean. So yeah, I've got a little bit of regrowth, and you know, we all hate regrowth. Plus I need to repair that nail. When we had the bad wind, I'd left a towel out on my area outside and it had blown over. So I went out to pick it up. As I picked it up, it re-collapsed and it snapped my whole nail. Lucky enough, the flexigel was that strong. It didn't actually crack or make my nail bleed. It just gave me a bruise and a little bit of trauma to the nail. So I was very thankful for that. So I am just removing any of that dead cuticle. And I'm just going to file that exposed area. I'm also going to take my apex down so that I can rebalance the nail. And I'm making sure I've got my file behind any lifting. I did have a little bit of lifting here. I do tend to pick when I'm stressed or stuff like that, so yeah. So make sure that that file is flat to the nail. Try not to have it at an angle, and make sure that you file behind any lifting. So yeah. Here I've cleaned all my nails away, or the dust I should say, and I am priming. Now I'm doing the dehydration first. But I'm going to prime my pinky first because obviously when I was filing away they had a little bit more lifting than normal, so I have to rebuild that nail up. So I'm just adding primer, then I'm going to add my base coat, and then I'm going to apply a form. And just letting you know that this is, I'm doing one now with my non-dominant hand. So, you know, I'm not the best at using my non-dominant hand. I don't get enough practice, which I should really. But, you know, I'm one of them that does my left hand with my dominant hand. And I always just rock the one hand. It's just a nail tech thing. I think most of us nail techs do that. So here I am using Efile, and this is from Gelor, and it's a hybrid gel. I will leave the link in the description box for this. And it's a very beautiful colour. It has glitter in it. So here you'll see me getting that nice and neat into my cuticle area, making sure it doesn't touch my skin, and making sure that my brush is behind, the product is behind my brush, so that my brush is the barrier between my cuticle and product. Did I say that right? I think I did. So here I'm just trying to get my shape. You can see, because I have short nails, I already have my apex there. But it's so bloody hard to do this hand with my non-dominant hand. I do struggle. trying to get it as neat as possible. That way then I don't have to do a lot of filing. Not that flexigel is hard to file, it's really not. It files like butter. So sometimes you do have to be careful when you're filing because you don't want to file it away too much. So I've cleaned the nail and I've taken that off. You can see how thin it is at the free edge. The next one I'm going to do is the one that I damaged. And it's just the same process. Add my primer because I've already dehydrated, and I am going to apply my base coat. And cure that. Apply my form. Making sure that my form is central and it's nice and straight and it's not lopsided. Excuse me if you heard that, was my belly. And again, same process, making sure there's enough product on the nail and just getting my brush behind, getting those cuticles nice and neat. This will ensure, if you get it nice and flush, when your nail actually does grow out, it will grow out without a step, if that makes sense. Because it will be nice and neat and flush. I hope you all had a nice Christmas. I had a nice day. Obviously we could only have one day. Oh, bless me. And my daughter had her baby on the 16th of December. And obviously, you know, she hadn't got all the food in for shopping, for Christmas and all that. So because we are already in a bubble anyway, because my husband and her partner work together, she was able to come to us. So I got loads and loads of nanny cuddles. I kind of hugged the baby. And I didn't let anyone else have a hold. Well, I did, but you know, I was holding her the most. But you just got to, haven't you? And she's beautiful. She's tiny. So yeah, everyone was saying to me, "You're too young to be a nan." Yes, I'm 40 something. Some would say that that's young to be a nan. But you know, I had my daughter when I was 18 and she's now 28. So yeah, that makes me feel really old. So remember, when you are doing your nails, try not to get it onto your skin like I just did there. I did put too much of a big bead on. If you do get it on your skin, make sure you get it removed straight away. Don't cure it until you've removed that product. which is what you can see me doing, getting rid of all of that I got on my skin at the free edge or the tip of my finger. What am I doing now? Can't see. When I'm recording, there's like a bar going across when I'm recording, and I struggle to see what I'm doing at that particular time. But again, it's just the same process of what you've seen me do on the other nails. Just making sure that that product is away from my skin, making sure that I'm creating that apex. Don't need a huge apex because they're only short nails. But if I didn't have an apex, that when I did break that nail, I would have probably split my natural nail and it probably would have bled. But it didn't, because my apex was thick enough and the structure was there. So flexigel is amazing. I did do my thumb off camera because that is awkward to do. So here I'm just taking my very thin metal foil just to get up those side walls, make sure that they're nice and straight. And I do change to a 180 grit foil to taper my side walls, contour them, and go around my cuticle area and all that shebang. And it looks like I'm being really rough, but I have sped the video up. And remember, when you are doing your nails, that you don't stay in one spot continuously, because you will create heat and you could burn your nail bed, which then could lead to separation and all that jazz of the nail. And it can be very, very painful. So keep your foil moving around and not in the same spot for a long period of time. So as you can see here, I'd foiled some of the thing a bit too much, so I am just applying a bit of base coat to those two areas, and I'm just going to add a little bit more onto those, because you know, it happens to the best of us, and I wanted to show you that yes, I did file a bit too much. I was getting a bit happy filing, and you know, I took the corner off and a little bit at the cuticle. So I'm just showing you what I'm doing here to rectify that. Nothing too strenuous. Guys, this is coming to the end of the video. I just want to say thank you very much for watching, and if you haven't already, I would love it if you please subscribe, click that like button, leave a comment. Don't forget to click on the little bell so that you don't miss any future videos, and I wish you all a happy new year, and I'll see you soon. Bye.